Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cashflow Marketplace channel. My name is Perry Zhang. I'm the founder and CEO of Cashflow Marketplace. Cashflow Marketplace is a Y Combinator-backed startup that aims to help you navigate the complex world of real estate and help you achieve financial freedom through real estate investing. I'm here with Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Perry. It's nice having you here. A lot of us are curious about real estate and are interested in buying real estate, but they don't know where to start. So how can I start investing in real estate? And can you tell me what my options are?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, welcome to real estate investing. It's a very complex world and it's an excellent world. There are a ton of options. It's important to understand the skill set and also your experience and what you want. Now, I personally recommend that you start with buying your primary residence because it is nice to own something to your name. And that also gives you an idea of what being a landlord feels like, right? Your primary residence, if you live in it yourself, then you're not really a landlord, you're just living it by yourself. But if you're renting out rooms, for example, for your primary residence to other people, then yeah, you are developing the skill set as a landlord. So the pro of buying your primary residence, especially if you're house hacking, is that you get to learn how to be a landlord. You learn the process of buying a single family. You get to interact with some of the players in single family, like real estate broker, lenders, and property management company if you need that, and also title company, and so on and so forth. You will learn about property tax, you learn about insurance, you learn about how to pay mortgage and how to budget finances for your primary residence. So the pro is you get to learn. The con is that depending on where you live, it may or may not be the most financially savvy decision. Option two is you buy rental property. The pro of buying rental property is that it's very good for learning, right? You'll get to learn how to hire a property management company that may manage your rental property. Or if you decide to self-manage, you have to learn things like, how do I get tenants to pay? What kind of qualifications do I ask for? How do I set up the ACH so that they can pay monthly with automatic payment? How do I list how do I show my units? How do I keep myself safe? And it's welcome to the world of landlording. Being able to be a landlord is probably the most important skill set you can learn. Okay, so that's the number two. Number three is short-term rental. Short-term rental is landlording on steroids because you're basically being a landlord every few days, right, to someone else. And usually people use Airbnb, and you will learn how to systematize and be very good operationally. Right? You might have to hire a VA that will help you answer all the questions. You may have to hire a cleaning company, and then you may have to have multiple cleaning companies in case one cleaning company gets sick. You may have to know how to buy furniture to decorate that Airbnb. You may be on the creative side because you like hospitality, you like decorate, you like interior design, but that is probably the most work. And then finally is multifamily. Within multifamily, there is the limited partner, which is you only invest 25,000, 50,000, and so on. And that has no work. You don't even need to do landlording. And then there's the general partner. The general partner actually does everything, all the work. They probably are busier than the short-term rental folks, and they usually have the most amount of knowledge. If I have to put it, buying your primary residence is like going to high school. You all of a sudden get to know what kind of adulthood looks like, but you are still in this very safe zone. Buying your rental property is like dipping your toe into the real world by going to college. And you will get to know what some of the skill sets you need to navigate the real world. And I think short-term rental is like getting a master's. It's going a little bit deeper and really amplifying the operational skill set. And then when it comes to multifamily is the LPs are basically high schoolers. They don't do anything. Like they just, okay, 25K, cool, 50,000, cool. And then the GPs is basically like getting a PhD. They're usually the most knowledgeable in the real estate space. Most of the GPs I know have done 1, 2, and 3. As a classic example is I have done number 1, I bought my primary residence. I also house hack. I have done number 2, I have 7 rental properties. And it's after 7 rental properties that I basically maxed out my debt to income ratio. I cannot buy any more single families. And then one of the single families actually turned it into an Airbnb, bought it in 2019, sold it in 2022. It has the most amount of work. It also actually has the highest return. And then now I'm in multifamily. The GP role, which is the role I have, is I do all the work along with my real estate business partner. I have the maximum return. And then the contrarian view or the insight that I have is that even being a LP in a multifamily is actually, if you do it well, it has higher returns than buying your primary residence or buying a rental property. So that's that. Yeah.
So because I'm not too experienced, do you suggest that I should start with a primary residence or being an LP would be a good idea?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. People often ask me, do I have to buy my primary residence or a rental property before I become an LP in multifamily? And my real answer is, I actually want you to buy a primary residence and or a rental property in order for you to become a LP. And that's because over and over again, my own LPs are people who have bought their own properties. They're usually very financially successful. And it's important that you understand what it takes to be a landlord before you appreciate that you don't have to be a landlord. Until you become a landlord, you always, oh, this is so easy. I'm just gonna put my money in and real estate grows. Until you become a landlord, you realize, you know what? I'm so busy as a software engineer. I don't really want to be a landlord. And then you're like, oh, there's this thing called LP, that being a limited partner. And as long as I think that the GP is really good, I can probably put my money, get the same benefits as real estate investing, yet don't have to manage your own properties.
Yeah, that sounds actually like a very attractive way to invest because, as you said, I don't have to do any work and there's other people doing all the work for me. And I guess if I'm looking for passive income, would you say being an LP would be a good idea?
People always say real estate investing is actually not passive, it's active passive income. Being an LP is actually true passive income.
Wow. Okay, that sounds great. Thanks for explaining the commercial real estate and residential. That was really good that it was easy to understand. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Of course. Yeah. And if folks want to learn more about multifamily investing and what does LP mean and what does GP mean, there's a technical term for it. It's called real estate syndication. If you want to know more about real estate syndication, check out our next episode next week.